Hello again, wrestling fans, or welcome for the first time. This is Discuss TNA Impact Wrestling, where we do exactly what is in the title, except we talk about some other shit too. And today is an incredibly important day. Yes, Gary, the Horror King, is here. He's always here. That is not important. No offense, Gary. We have Sean Sapp and Miss Kate Fabe, who call in. I have them right here. Sean, you want to say hello? Sean. Okay,
we're doing a show, Sean.
Sean's busy. We'll get back to Sean. Kate, what do you got? No, English. I know. Can you speak English? All right. They're fucking waste, like I figured. We're going to have to do this ourselves, Gary, it looks like. And interesting news that is literally, I think, happening right at the moment. Masha Slamovich is doing an Reddit AMA. Check out alldistractions.com. We have already done highlights because we're so fucking fast. But there's some really cool shit on there. Like one of my favorites, just really fast. Well, she mentioned Masha was where'd she select her ring name from? Masha was the name of a childhood friend of mine who passed away when we were in our teens, and I wanted to take the name and do something good with it and leave a legacy. Also, Slamovich is a play on Slamabitch. So I mean, that's like awesome and funny at the same time.
Oh, so she kind of went the what's that guy's name that used to wrestle for TNA? Oh shit, can't think of his name. He was in the Attitude Era. Oh geez, I can't think. He's backstage.
Well, I don't know, so I'm just gonna pop to the next one. What was it like working with Killer Kelly? We had great chemistry. The reunion will be awesome one day. Sorry, there was one more I liked. Someone asked her who her favorite indie person is to face, and she said, "My girl, Hyann."
Wow.
So screw everyone. I was way ahead of the Hyann thing. She's awesome, and I don't know how she's not booked or whatever. She should be somewhere. Okay, TNA. Whoa, sorry, I don't know if anyone heard that noise. Okay, what do we got going on this week with TNA? Oh, sorry, before we move on. Alldistractions.com. Our friend Richard Robles made an awesome TNA Wrestling 2024 year-end nominees thing. It has 15 different, like award things. Like there's 15 different options. We already have 5, 6, 7. I don't think anybody would comment on this. We have 7 people who've commented because you have to copy and paste 15 things, which is kind of crazy. But again, thank you, Robles, and it's only our fault for not being able for having like a cooler website where we can.
Yeah.
Whatever. We'll get into that. So
Jay.
Yeah, I know. But seriously, everyone check out just go to it's on. Yeah. It's on TNA Wrestling Impact. There's a link to Masha's AMA.
Yeah, check that out.
Or just go to All Distractions so I can make money off your dumbasses. Okay, so but yeah, seriously, vote on these. You can vote on these things. You can vote on as many as you want. You can vote on like 3. You can vote on all of them. You can do it on Twitter. You can do it on our Facebook group, All Distractions. You can also do it on our Facebook, our wrestling. We have a Discuss Impact, Discuss TNA, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know how to get the name TNA in there. Maybe someone could let me know. We have a page. It's called Discuss Impact Wrestling. I don't know how to get the fucking. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to get it to say Discuss TNA Wrestling. So. Okay, here's what I noticed for last night, which is pretty interesting, I think. This is what's happening this week, and not many people know about it. First off, you know about the world contract signings. Then you know about the Heather Reckless makeover. They just announced Josh versus Jonathan Gresham, which, come on, man, it's a go-home show. Get Gresham out of there. I'm sorry. He's just like a buzzkill. He's boring. Like he's got the mask 1 week.
Well, and the thing is, Jay, with the recent development of the rumor that he's leaving,
Jesus, I forgot that. Yeah.
Jordan Grace last week when we did this.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a buzzkill for him. So
I will say, unless I have this show wrong, this looks like a weird show for the go home show. Yeah. I mean, I get you don't want to stack it, but I don't know, whatever. I mean, I do like the World Championship contract signings, but I can't.
Well, plus
it sounds like what do you make out of that? Do you think they're happening at the same exact time? Is that what they're saying?
What's that?
It says dual contract signings.
Oh,
I'm thinking one will be at the beginning, one will be at the end, but they kind of announced it like.
Yeah, it might be like that, but like it's also the writing on the wall with this upcoming show, because like we know that Alexander's got Macklin at Bound for Glory, and that's a
I mean,
set.
I do like that. So I think Gresham beats Alexander this week, so then
Yeah.
Josh can lose at Bound for Glory. Also, I'm sorry, get Josh the fuck out of here. He just jobbed at Scott's ridiculous fucking show that maybe 15 people watched. Also, check out when he announced this show. Look at all the journalists who popped in saying, "Oh, wish you great luck, all that." Guess what? 90% of these motherfuckers get a code from Fight TV. They can watch it for free with
Oh
the
wow.
intent of reviewing the shows. I searched all of Google for the last 2 days. Nobody reviewed night one, outside of maybe podcasts. There is not a written review on the internet for night fucking one of his show because nobody watched that shit. It was going. Well, also, this genius put his night one against 3 hours of AEW when he's basically putting on an AEW show.
Well, speaking of code, you can currently get a 1 month
800 matches, 2 nights, the same fucking shit.
Yeah, you can get 1 month free of TNA Plus by using code TNA free on the special attractions monthly.
Oh, good job.
So check
Good
that
job.
out.
Okay, who was the wrestler that said they wanted to be with TNA?
Oh, yeah, Allie Katch.
Yes.
She's. I don't know when this article says it was dated by Robert Deathless on October 20th. It says, "I'd love to be with TNA full time. I love the locker room. I love how they treat everybody. I think the women's division is like always top tier. Even me, I wasn't signed there. I was just coming in to do this one-off match, but they treated me like I was part of them, and I was like, I love this. This is great."
Yeah, and you know what? This came from Fightful, so let's pop it over to Sean again. Sean, what do you got on this? Jesus Christ. Is this all you fucking do all day? All right. You know, I tried. We tried, Gary. We put him on the show. We tried, and he does the same shit that I've been complaining. Okay, also pretty big news. Samantha Irvine, who I'm pretty sure the wrestling community doesn't agree on much. I think they will agree. This girl has the greatest ass in the entire wrestling community. With no one is close. She is so ridiculously hot. But okay, she's leaving, and I'm guessing she's going to AEW because that works out so well for everyone else who's doing it. Fucking Ricochet is already pretty much buried. Like, oh man.
Oh, we might want to mention tonight, Rhino and Bob Ryder were added to the 2024 Hall of Fame. Yeah, in case anybody missed that this week, I don't know can't remember at what point it was announced or whatever, but an interesting selection, but we kind of odd at the same time because me and Jay both thought Bob Ryder was already somewhat in there some way, shape, or form. Because I don't know, maybe it was the passing of him that kind of overshadowed the Hall of Fame ceremony. I don't know.
Sorry, that's fair. And my bad. I was just I was just being bad on Twitter. Sorry, people. It's what I do. It's what I do. I have an issue. I fucking hate Twitter. I use it as a goddamn tool. Sorry, I had something good. I just fucking forgot it. God damn it. Where did it go? Okay, whatever. So not much more news. Right?
Let's see.
Before we get to the actual show.
Well, KC Navarro was signed this week by TNA. I don't know when that news was broke, but and then I have a bit of a downer here. Joe Koff, age 73, passed away. He was a former COO of Ring of Honor. The last piece of Ring of Honor is finally gone now with lost. The only one you could get maybe
it's already gone.
Kerry Sokin, maybe.
Like I've said, that company was better off fucking dead.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that. It is being like, I don't know, it's less than it's ever been. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know what
I just mean.
Who watches that show?
Yeah.
We have a
Yeah.
lot of people. Or no, I'm sorry. We have 23 people in our group now because I cut 300 out. I wanted a real group of real people, and that's the only people allowed in my group now, in our group.
Oh,
Just another pro wrestling group on Facebook. You have to be real, and you have to be somewhat active. We let Gary in without being active because he's Gary. You can also be special like Gary, but most of you aren't. Speaking of, thanks to your Phillies. I always fucking say that. It's so weird.
Eagles.
You're not a Phillies fan, also, are you?
Philadelphia Phillies? No,
Yeah,
not first. I do like the Flyers though.
it's weird.
So
Did you live in Philly for some reason, or at some point?
I don't know what it was. I think it was one time I was watching the Eagles on TV. They were, I don't know, Ron Jaworski and Harold Carmichael. I don't know. They just stood out to me.
Oh, finally, we got someone else joining the podcast who knows what he's talking about and isn't doing drugs. What's up,
What?
dude?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
as Gary is, this might be weird for anyone who works at Fightful, but Gary's a parent and he pays attention to his children. I don't know. You should look into that. So, Jeff Jarrett reveals who came up with TNA Wrestling's World X Cup idea. I'm going to go with him because, no, Eric Young. Wow. Eric Young. And again, Eric Young, I wish he would get to like the fucking, like go back to, that he's going to go back to WWE kind of thing out of his fucking head and just like go all in. I forget, who was it? Oh, Sammy. And if we didn't announce it, this is also pretty new.
Hold
Sammy
on a
signed
second, Jay. I don't mean to
Yeah,
cut it off.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I got it.
Do what you're saying.
So Sammy also signed a new contract this week, reported by pretty much fucking nobody, because that's how the wrestling world is. Bunch of biased fucking bitches. Joe Hendry has a thing, TNA Wrestling Star on Sports Central LA. Check that out, YouTube, Sports Central. Again, it's in my group. Gonna put it into the Discuss Impact group. And pretty soon, when Gary returns, we will get to the review for TNA. Also, I don't want to say we steal from TJR Wrestling, but yeah, sometimes I will steal from Christian Thompson because they're so goddamn good at what they do. I think they're like the best fucking writer out there. Like they break these things down and like, I don't know, it's just so weird, like how I agree with so many things, but we also disagree about certain things, and I think that's like a perfect thing. Yeah, I just said thing way too many times. And I think that's a nice mix.
I'm back.
And Gary's back. Great. Gotta stop talking shit about him now. No, I'm just mentioning we're gonna get into the review in case we missed anything else, which I don't think we did.
No.
Unless your son had some breaking news he was trying to get in there, I couldn't tell.
No, you don't want to know the news he wanted to.
Guess what? At this point, whatever gets people listening, I don't give a fuck anymore. We did that one.
Wait, he's not fully potty trained, if you catch my meaning.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, my niece is having. How old is he? My niece is having an issue with that lately. Sorry, I shouldn't have pointed it out. Eric Bischoff discusses Dixie Carter's impact on the pro wrestling business. I'm telling you, 411 Mania, man, they got fucking everything. I think it's a little broad. First off, is that a play on words? Broad, you know what I mean? Conrad, I think the business would be exactly where the business is without Dixie Carter and TNA. I mean, like he's probably right. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't really come in and change the world, and like, maybe if it did quickly. Okay, ready? Did TNA want to position Carter as the Stephanie McMahon of TNA? No, they wanted to position her as Vince McMahon. That's what Dixie wanted. That was her primary driver. She wanted to be recognized as the first female president of a highly successful wrestling company. She wanted to be in the same conversation as Vince McMahon, Paul Heyman, or Eric Bischoff. I'm sorry, what the fuck successful did Paul Heyman do? Not pay people? The guy didn't fucking pay anyone. He fucking stole music. And I love Paul Heyman. I love ECW. But it couldn't happen. It would never happen today. It'd be illegal. Everything about it is illegal. Like, so much about it was illegal.
Well, I watched the podcast with Dutch Mantel. He said Dixie was on her way. Her problem was that
she listened to fucking Hogan and Bischoff.
Yeah, she is so.
And now Bischoff has the balls of shitting on her when
Yeah, you know what I mean?
she listened to you, asshole. I mean, is he gonna say that? Like, yeah, she made one big mistake listening to me and Hogan, who wanted to take shit over and make it into WCW, which is exactly what they did. And it sucked, and it drove off a lot of fans, and it killed their ratings. And I think Bischoff was the one who wanted to go fucking head to head, wasn't he?
Yeah, they wanted to go live because they thought the production.
Idiots.
Well, and then it didn't help that Hulk Hogan wanted to ditch their identity with the 6 sides of steel. And
that's it.
Well,
I mean, see, that's a tough one because
he actually called it a playpen. So
the Windsor man, who used to run Total Nonstop Action, is reviving the Maple Leaf brand with events Saturday and Sunday. Ah, shit. This is from CBC Windsor. It's been almost 40 years since Canada had its own national wrestling company,
Whoa.
Scott D'Amore said. Guess what? You don't have a fucking national wrestling company, bro. Nobody watched that shit. I cannot wait until Dave Meltzer throws out whatever bullshit number it is, because it can't be over 1,000. No. I don't think 1,000 people in the fucking United States bought that show. Look at the tweets. I couldn't even find tweets about it.
No, I don't even think it had 1,000 in attendance either.
Also, isn't TNA in Canada?
Yeah, that's going to be the tough thing going forward because
fuck him, man. Man.
And,
whatever.
Also
they signed Casey Navarro very recently.
Oh yeah.
A better version of Jay Vidal.
Yeah.
Jay had the balls to bitch about not having enough representation, LGBTQT, whatever representation, when TNA had nothing but LGBTQT backstage. The boss, the president who worked for Anthem, Scott D'Amore, I don't know if he's gay or bisexual, I don't care, but he is part of that community. Giselle is a huge part of that community. She uses that community. Guess what she did yesterday, Gary? She fucking lost again. She's lost 13 straight title matches, all booked by her boyfriend.
They say 13's unlucky, so.
I mean, where are these people going to go where they're going to get booked better? You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Or do they want to just have a gay promotion? Because if they do, that's okay, but call it that.
Well, I think
if you're taking your kid to a show, would you want to know that the female wrestler is transgender?
No, I honestly, I would rather just, if the show.
Would you take your kid to the show if there was one female and she was transgender, and you know that she's kind of a whore based on Dave Meltzer?
I'm not gonna say I wouldn't take him, but I would explain to him what's going on with that individual.
Okay, I was trying to get you to go the other way. Whatever. Matt Cardona. How about this motherfucker? This is why I can't stand Matt Cardona, and my boy Robles loves him, and I get it. He's a good character and all, but ready? So this is Fightful. Matt Cardona on having options. I could be on NXT. I could be on Dynamite. I'd love to go to NJPW. Like, fuck off. You can't. You'd be there. Oh, sorry. Yeah. If someone in WWE or AEW calls me, we'll talk.
You're talking about Cardona.
That's not. Cardona.
Oh my God.
To be fair, that was the title. Hang on, because now I'm looking down, and this is a Fightful title, and they're on drugs. It is what it is. So if someone in WWE or AEW calls me, we'll talk. But that's not where I'm at. I'm focused on making tomorrow better than today. I can't be bitter. He did. So that was the opposite of the title. Ready?
Yeah.
When I was in WWE, there was only so much I can control. Now I can control everything. Not everything's going to work, blah, blah, blah. I can be on NXT. Okay. He's saying I could be on NXT Tuesday. I could be on Dynamite Wednesday. I can go to Japan. He's saying I can do all these different fucking things. I'm here to wrestle JBL on the Indies. That's a marquee matchup. So this is a really dick headline that makes it look like he's complaining about the shit that I always thought he complained about, when he just gave a really cool answer like, yeah, I can do whatever the fuck I want. So good for him. Yes, you could. But I mean, if he does get signed by WWE, you know what I mean? He'll be whatever.
Yeah, it ain't like it'd be a big hole in the roster if he's not in TNA or.
Yeah. Okay. And I guess it's time to get to the review.
There's 4 matches on this card on the card this week.
I think we're gonna fly through this one because Pick Your Poison led off the show with there was a lot of videos which I liked. And I don't know if we got to the actual.
Yeah, definitely more storyline driven stuff, which is what TNA's usually
totally filled the card out. That's most of what I cared about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they did pretty good with just exactly another week left. Not that we're going to be reviewing that one, but
Yeah.
kind of gives you a taste of
Oh,
what to
wait. Oh, that's right. Okay. So we're not
Thursday.
reviewing
Yeah,
Thursday's show. Yeah.
yeah, we skipping right into the. We probably should
Sorry,
have.
everyone. But you know who will be reviewing it? Christian Thompson, who never takes anything off, that lunatic. We just got posted. Oh, no, sorry, not yet. TNA Wrestling. Okay, now the double. Okay, so the pick your poison match. Like, I don't know. I can't get into these matches with Rhino. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like I've seen everything, and I mean, he's Rhino, and like I get it, but
I
it
can't
doesn't
say
mean I have to care.
with the fact that PCO, like, he moves really well for a near 60-year-old guy, but like I feel like when you stick him in the ring with somebody like even slower than he, it kind of makes him slow down as well.
Totally. Stick him in there let him fucking do the Josh thing. Throw 2X division. Let him fucking destroy. I mean, I hate to say our guy. I don't want. Yeah, I can't think of anyone. I can't think of anyone other than our guys for him to destroy.
Because this is what surprises me. They stick him with Rhino, and it's just like a dud of a match. And then, I've seen
nobody wants to see that. Like, let him throw some. I mean, give him a little dude that he can literally pick up and throw into the crowd.
Yeah, I've seen like PCO take on cruiserweights in Ring of Honor and make they make them look like $1,000.
Exactly. That's like wrestling. I always feel like that's the most simplest fucking thing in the world. You put a little dude versus a big dude, and the little dude makes the big dude look awesome. And no matter who wins, they both look awesome. It's really goddamn simple. But Christian gave this 3.25 stars, so.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna say I didn't pay attention, and I'll go with Christian, and you should probably check that one out. Gia Miller backstage with Nemeth. Ah, man, I cannot wait for this fucking show because I feel like it's so obvious, but also not. And it's like, I don't know. Like, what do you think? Who do you think wins? Do you think Hendry wins, or do you think I think it's bullshit with JBL and he. I don't know if Nemeth turns, but JBL is bad, and he keeps the title with Nemeth.
I could kind of go back and forth on it. I could see Nemeth winning, but I feel like they lost the momentum with Hendry when they had a chance to put him over.
Totally.
After
if they don't do it now, it might be forever gone. So But he also he literally tweeted a response to exactly what you just said. Like, Joe Hendry has lost whatever, and he has. You're right, he has. I mean, the person who tweeted was. And Joe Hendry didn't disagree. He just said something like, wait 4 months. Did you see that? He said, wait.
Oh, really? Wait 4 months.
He said, wait 4 months, which is supposedly when his contract is up.
Okay. Well, what's interesting?
Like, I'm sorry. Fuck all these people who don't want to work there. Seriously, like, Allie Ketch isn't great, but she wants to fucking work there.
Yeah.
That should, like, goddamn, can it be that simple? I mean, Josh clearly doesn't want to be there. And now he's fucking jobbing to AEW guys, making himself look worse.
Well, I think it kind of comes into play with what you say about Scott D'Amore kind of keeping the female talent down. Like, where were those women coming saying they wanted to wrestle for TNA when Scott was there?
Oh, yeah. And where are the knockouts who wanted to go work for Scott's place right now?
Yeah.
Nope. Just Giselle and Kylie Ray, who literally is she has to do every independent show. She just has to. She has a contract. She has to do every independent show. She's the independent female. Her and Allie Ketch. There are literally 2 independent females that people know in the world, other than like Hyann and some others. But I think Hyann is like with, I don't know. She must have some deal. Hyann's too fucking good. She's got to be with someone or something.
Yeah, and like, no offense to Kylie, it's just she's kind of a time bomb. Like, yeah, she's doing well for Scott's promotion, what she did here recently, but is it going to be another month and then she'll have a breakdown again? She's kind of a.
Oh yeah, sorry. My last thing on Giselle, she literally said, "I have a lot more on Rick Steiner." This was like weeks after it happened, and I paid close attention. Nothing ever came out. Like, it's such bullshit, man. Like, you should not be able to get away with something like that. Like, just fucking what? What has she done compared to Rick fucking Steiner, who, guess what? He's back everywhere. He's allowed everywhere now. That was bullshit. Nothing happened. Even if something did happen, nobody fucking cares because he's Rick Steiner and she's Scott's girlfriend who can't get a fucking job anywhere else. No one will book her, or she's too lazy to work for other independent promotions. And we're supposed to be, we feel so bad for the transgender girl who got pushed nonstop by her boyfriend, not because of talent. Fuck off.
I kind of feel like a bit of a shift in the movement of anybody that isn't woke or kind of fed up and
exactly
just, plain sick of the world.
I mean, the thing that makes me mad is they did the woke thing for like 2 fucking years. It's not like they didn't give it a chance. They failed miserably. Look at the YouTube numbers right now, and that's working with NXT because you turn NXT on and it's like an unwoke version of TNA.
Oh yeah, definitely. I see stuff all over YouTube, like poking fun at the woke
Seriously,
generation.
it became too much with TNA, and if you look at people backstage, I mean, I'm not going to get into everything, but like,
no,
whatever.
Definitely.
There's a lot of trans people.
There's a
lot of LGBTQT people backstage, and I always say, like, when there's too many of something, it's not right. I'm not anti anything. I'm anti too much of something. There shouldn't be fucking 15 straight white guys running anything. Okay, whatever. Ash by Elegance. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. She fought Brindley Reese. Let me just read Thompson. Yikes, that was too much for me. I get the character, but they were too many shenanigans. When Ash has wrestled sensible matches, they come off very well because she's a talented. I mean, she did have a good match against Jordan. That's right. I totally forgot about that because they do so much stupid shit like this that makes you forget about it.
Kind of a difference in opinions here. You said Thompson. What did he say about it? He didn't care for it.
Yikes.
Oh, okay. Well, WrestleZone out there tonight, give it a B-. So
well, they're probably just going by Brindley, who is another one of these NXT girls, man. I'll say it every fucking week as long as they're coming out. They are coming off of a goddamn conveyor. They're coming off a goddamn good-looking conveyor belt that teaches people how to wrestle, and it's just amazing.
Well, I mean, you think of a grade of B-, and then he goes on to say nothing that would blow anyone away, and I'm like, well, that doesn't sound like a B- to me. So.
Oh God, I missed the part where Zia Brookside chased her out of the ring, and then Thompson. Those two have fought at least 3 times already this year. It's a never-ending feud. I think you're wrong, Thompson. I think it's more like 18 times. That's a bit much, but I'm going to say seven times I think they wrestled this year.
I will give Zia Brookside a lot of super credit for the things that she's done.
But let her do shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
it's
damn.
like, my thing is she's a rookie, and like they kind of give her this big ball to run with, and it's like it's kind of not fair to her because she really hasn't.
And she kind of did, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say she carried it, but she didn't drop the ball. I mean.
Right. Yeah.
Wendy Chu and Rosemary will be in creepy backstage. I like that. And exactly, Thompson. It looks like they're coming for Spitfire. At least that's a different team. Yeah. And they made that match official for Bound for Glory.
Oh yeah, that was their vignette, right?
Yeah. And then another match they made official was after this one, I believe. Mike Bailey defeated Leon Slater in a really good match. Leon Slater, I think that dude's going to be fucking awesome if he sticks around. And wow, 4 stars from Thompson.
Yeah, WrestleZone gave this one an A. So
Bailey made Slater look like a top-level superstar in a number of ways. Damn. First, he had to change his style because Slater was too big and strong. Jesus, everyone should just read Thompson stuff after we bullshit for the first 10 minutes because they just get like, we got another run-in. Finally, someone that knows how to speak, unlike Sean and Katie.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Guess what?
So, what happened?
There was a cow poop on the
oh my god.
On the window.
Oh my god. Oh, on the window?
Yeah, we got some disgusting people upstate New York. I don't know.
You got a cow to shit on to poop on your window?
And could I stay here?
Man, this is a much better podcast than what we were doing. Okay, sorry. Back to so after the match, this is what I don't like. It's like after the match there was a video package for Mike Kingo and he's challenging Bailey for Bound for Glory. Like what if Slater won this match? You know what I mean? Like
oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely think there's big plans for him as a talent.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Later.
And they give him a lot of time there. What was that friggin' hang on, let me check the 15 minutes. That's a pay-per-view type match. But no matter how good that was, I'm sure Vikingo and Bailey is going to blow it out of the goddamn water and very likely be the match of the year.
Yeah.
I also think Masha and Jordan could be close. Remember they did it, and I totally forgot. Remember this is where Jordan this is what killed her last year. Masha was like Goldberg, and then she faced Jordan at Bound for Glory. Everybody thought she would win, and she lost. So I do like the fact that they're going back to Bound for Glory. You know what I mean? I just wish they set this up earlier. It felt like they didn't have someone else, and they kind of switched Masha at the last minute.
Oh, and I might add that I want to go back and say that it was a very nice package with Vikingo out of AAA. I don't know if you caught much of that, Jay.
I'm still confused about the goddamn AAA deal. I don't know if it's an actual thing or. Remember that beginning of the year we talked about this, like how they had, hey, we're doing this, like we're re-upping.
Yeah. Then the story broke that they pumped the brakes on that. Something with
maybe it was Scott. Maybe it was a Scott.
Well, that and I heard and I think New Japan or not New Japan.
Well, maybe WWE.
That too, and then AEW started working with AAA quite heavily, and I think Jeff Jarrett kind of stole TNA's thunder with that because he was working for AEW. Yeah. You know what I mean? He kind of has a lot more.
Really fair analysis here from Thompson. We can't take that seriously that a non-TNA wrestler would come into the company from one night and be a threat to take the title, surely, ? But it will be a sensational match. I mean, but here's my thing, like, let it fucking happen one time. Let Vikingo win. Keep him for the fucking tapings, and then bring him back and, you know what I mean, do a tournament or something. He doesn't need to be there all the time. He can go back. He can be missing for a month.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of that's possible. I'm just saying it would be nice.
If there's any time that you could pull that off, it would be like right now because right now that X division.
Good call. It's like the end. It's also like the end of the year where.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a transitional division anymore too because it's like nobody really dominates.
That's another thing. I really wish they would kind of refocus and explain the fucking X division. Is it No Limit? Is it back to because it doesn't look like No Limits anymore because why isn't fucking Josh Alexander being smart and dropping down to that division?
Well, and the thing I hate too is we kind of killed the momentum of it. We started bringing Jake something into the fold and I don't know, got kind of like
Jake something. Sorry, he wrestled twice and he lost twice at Scott's shows this weekend. Like I guess it doesn't matter where they go. Like, it's amazing. Jake something can't get a win there. So guess what? Maybe it's Jake something. Maybe it's if he can't win at fucking Maple Leaf Pro against someone I never heard of, booked by his friend Scott, maybe it's on Jake something.
Remember we were doing those indie shows where TNA would take their act on the road and they'd go to like the brewery.
Yeah, those were fun. Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, they were fun.
Even though they look like shit.
I remember people saying Jake something is a talent I'd sign, and it's like, we signed him, so what's so special about him?
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Big dude.
He's an up and comer.
Yeah.
That's all he has. He's doesn't have a character.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna call right now that Bound for what is it called? Bound for Glory? No. What's the Bound for Glory match for you? Oh my God! Again, seriously?
What's that?
The Gauntlet match.
Oh.
Whatever, I forget the name. But I'm going to say right now that it is won by Hammerstone. That's what I really hope.
At least they better do something with him because I'm really worried we're not going to keep him by the new year if we don't start using him.
No. Yep.
With more
correct as always. Sorry, I just said you're correct as always. That is total bullshit, and I did not mean that. If anyone heard that. He is not always correct. He's correct like once a year. Okay, hang on. Okay, so what else do we got here? Do you think there's any chance Vikingo wins?
I don't know. I'm kind of getting that vibe like they might actually do what you're suggesting and kind of put the title on him because I don't. Kind of like maybe they've got like a plan to make them kind of be like a kind of like AAA's version of the belt collector kind of thing.
Someone just called us. I'm not going to mention who, but just this will make you feel nice. the #1 TNA podcast in the business. Thank you to that person. I won't mention them yet, but okay. The Hardys and the system, cool pack. I mean, there's like a lot of setup and packages. You know what I mean? Like, and I loved it because they had to do this. Like, and I've seen people complaining like, oh, it wasn't enough matches, but like they had to fucking do this. This was their Bound for Glory setup show. Like, people forget that they missed a week because of the fucking hurricane.
Yeah,
that
I think
crazy and like rush a lot of matches. And
Macklin,
oh, sorry, Macklin Josh is another, right?
Yeah. The thing is, Jay, the Bound for Glory curse kind of keeps going too, because like it seems like every time the Bound for Glory season comes around, something like, Helene or some, I don't, just seems like that's a very like dark pay-per-view in terms of like bad shit.
People who, I don't know, do you believe in luck?
Oh, sure.
Just overall, like, you think some people have bad luck and some people have good luck? I feel like TNA is like a great example of luck. Like, you can't watch TNA for like 10 years and not say they don't have bad luck. Like, so many weird things happened, and I can't even name them, but you know what I mean. Like,
I definitely
always something.
Believe a lot in luck. Say 2017, I never saw the Eagles beating a Tom Brady-led New England Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, guess what? Your goddamn Eagles looked back to normal yesterday, so you should be feeling good.
Yeah, they ran.
I did miss Ariana earlier, and I just want to say she's always fantastic, beautiful. I know, probably too young for me to be talking about like that, but like I used to talk to her when we did Impact on Twitch. There'd be times when it would be like nobody there, and except it was like me and her, you know what I mean? Like before they got started, or like me, her, and Santino. I took the Santino. Like, it was just, it's so crazy that like I don't know, what I become. Like, became like the hated guy when like I literally just spent hours all my day doing this, and God, I wish I could get an interview with her and be like, hey, remember me? That'd be so cool.
I'm really surprised TNA has stuck out this liaison stuff coming over.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
Lasting, because like you had mentioned, I think last week, like TNA hadn't been on NXT.
There has not been TNA on an NXT.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe it's going to be more of a carryover where they flip flop it and have it continue on Impact.
Like, I was afraid it was the end. Then I see this Rosemary friggin' what's her name, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like everyone has to root for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that would keep the thing going and whatever else. Okay, got to mention Macklin. Alan Schrage from our group had a great question yesterday about Macklin. Like, does TNA not like Macklin, and why? And I never really thought about it, but I don't know. What do you think? I mean, it's true. He was fucking. He was booked strong. He was the world champion. Then what? He lost to, was it Dolph or Moose?
Well, I don't know. I think back when Scott was in charge. I mean, Steve Macklin, MAGA, and Scott kind of on the other side of things.
Oh.
I wonder if maybe there's some. I mean, I know he never really.
Oh, no, that could totally be it.
But you know what I mean? Like, I think he might have been held back for so long. Like, I think he did have at least a title run under Scott, but it was
a short one. Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't really memorable at all.
But like Schrage, who I call Dr. Schrage in our Facebook group, he was like, this dude's awesome. And I was like, this guy's great. Like, he had this, and all he had was, and it's so true. Like, who's better than fucking Macklin? And he's never pushed.
And I honestly think it's kind of stupid to not play off the Punisher thing.
Oh my God! Or how about the fucking? How about the fact that he's a fucking real life soldier?
Well, I mean, like, what, at the box office, Deadpool just passed Barbie movie at world box office. So
but, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could do both. Like, you can make the Punisher, or you can make him like the great, like a face that we haven't seen in a long time, like an American face, someone who's in the army, someone who loves America. even though I understand that would be like a heel or a 50-50 character these days.
Yeah, if you kind of want to stick a mask on, I'd stick it on Macklin and ditch it.
Like what's his name? Like Hogan did that time. He was like Mr. USA or something.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do remember that.
I'll give him credit for that. That was one of the few funny. No, that's not true. Hogan was fucking awesome. Young Hogan and NWO awesome, and NWO Hogan. But then like later on, He became like, I forget the angle, but he got thrown out of like, I think Vince was like, you can't challenge for the title or whatever, or Hulk Hogan's out of here. So he just came back with a stupid mask on, and it was so obviously him, but like people went along with it. So Santino and Ariana were backstage discussing the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. There it is. Frankie Kazarian came in and, okay, this was interesting. Demanded to be in the match, right? No one ever said he will be. Kaz said he also had a plan to be in the world title match at BFG. I'm like, dude, it's over. But also, I read the spoilers that I posted saying he would be the special guest referee, but by who? I feel like this is an interesting one. Who made him the special guest? Like, he doesn't have a good relationship with Santino. We just saw it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, maybe there's somebody behind the scenes at TNA.
Ariana?
Bit of a power struggle with
Ariana?
Yeah, it might be. Who knows? Maybe they're gonna play it up like she has a crush on him or something.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. What would she get out of?
You know what I mean?
I'm thinking if Nemeth wins, then you can do. It's a WWE thing. Like she wants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, like maybe even Nemeth could be like, yeah, I'm really a fucking WWE guy, you jerk offs. Just been fucking with you this whole time. Like they could do something like that. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so what did we miss here? Nemeth versus. Was this the friggin'? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Jordan and Masha sat down with Ray Wolt, the drama king who doesn't know what drama is and has none in his voice. And he also stuck up for Casey Navarro. Not Jesus, sorry. I apologize, Casey Navarro. He stuck up for Jay Vidal along with others. Dude, I see shit like that. You know what I do? Reply at Len Asper.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes I'd be like, get rid of this fucking shit who still is sticking up for, because that's I feel like it's anti-anthem. Is it not anti-anthem? This person saying I want to go someplace where there's more fucking, and Ray Wolf is like, respect, bro.
Like a bunch of people still butthurt over Scott leaving. To me,
it totally is. It totally is.
Yeah.
All of these people, and now they see him failing, and I just think, oh, it's so great. Everything is so perfect. Okay, so yeah, Jordan. They said, I mean, I didn't like this. I don't know. The only part I liked about this is that they mentioned Bound for Glory, and they mentioned that Jordan ended her undefeated streak.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do remember that. I thought
that was good.
At the point where they were gonna put Masha over, just because, like, at that point, Jordan had been, I think she'd been champion before, but
yeah, I think we all did. She was Goldberg.
Yeah.
I think I remember saying this would be like if Goldberg lost to Hogan. Like, then what?
Yeah,
and we saw what happened. Not much.
Honestly, if Deonna Purrazzo hadn't left for other pastures, I'm pretty sure maybe we wouldn't even be talking about a Jordan and Macho match. It might have been more like Deonna and Macho.
That's another thing. I think they don't know who was actually coming in and out, and they had Jordan and Deonna still, and they probably figured there's time for Masha, which hell, there was. And look at her now; she can win right now, and I mean, she's kind of a face and a heel at once. I think maybe you do a double turn here. I mean, she was just with the Hardys a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
Well,
she's not a heel. She just wants that fucking title. I mean, I get it.
Those were the same people that had no issue with Masha not winning the world title, but wanted Giselle to win a title that got 15 shots at that never, was successful.
Not even. And again, it all comes down to talent. Masha is 1,000 times better than Giselle. There's a reason Masha is headlining most independent wrestling shows, and Giselle doesn't even do them. And if she did, she would not be close to headlining. Masha's fantastic. Everyone agrees.
Well, and if
no one thinks Masha's a bad wrestler. No one.
If you notice too, Masha is very dedicated. Like, I'm always seeing
totally. Yeah.
She's in the gym.
Never getting into bullshit.
Yeah.
Never tweet. I don't even know if she's on Twitter, but never tweeting bullshit. I know she's on Instagram. Great Instagram account. I don't know. I think everyone should do that. If you're a female wrestler, just stay on fucking Instagram. Post your hot pictures. Like, isn't your life so much nicer than being on Twitter with these fucking animals? Like me. Oh wow! Holy shit! She was trained by. Wow.
Masha.
Amazing Red.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Okay.
I could.
Also Johnny Rods and two Nagayo and Kodama. But I
Okay.
mean, Jesus, that could be a good way to get Amazing Red back for one
Oh yeah.
show.
Yeah, and I guess he wasn't it determined he owned his own promotion
Yeah,
and he.
he owns friggin' and he owns a promotion that TNA worked with. He owns a
Oh.
promotion that Jesus, what the hell's the name? He owns a promotion that JD from New York
Oh.
does the
Okay.
goddamn talking for. Son of a bitch, where'd my post just go? What the hell's it? God damn it. God damn it. You can't
Yeah.
think of the promotion. What the hell's the name of the promotion? It's gonna make me crazy. Okay, what's next though? While I look for this.
Let's see.
Wait, what am I saying? Amazing.
Oh, we
Red,
were
yeah.
talking about the. I guess we're leading to the pick your poison match between Nemeth and Cardona.
Oh yeah, okay.
Good. It is after the Masha and Jordan meet and face off.
Yeah, I wasn't. Well, yeah, we just talked about that. I was kind of like back and forth, like they're being too nice, and the
Yeah.
whole fact, like my friend Larry says, like if you go on Instagram, like there was a video like 2 weeks ago, a month ago, they were like she was throwing things up Jordan's ass, like it was funny, but it's like they're so close, like
Yeah.
all you have to do is look at that and you know, but whatever. Kayfabe's also dead. It's 2024, so.
Yeah, fair.
First Class was already in the ring for the main event. Yeah, and see, Thompson, I talked to him like offline, and they were like, wasn't the timing off on this show? And I mean, that was a good. First Class was already in the ring for the main event that they weren't part of.
Wow.
Wait, I'm confused. I'm confused here because I know First Class was. What the fuck did First Class do here?
I don't know. Maybe something was backstage. I can't
Am I
remember the
crazy?
week on
I
this
could have
one.
sworn First Class did something here, but okay, whatever. Since First Class were already in the ring for the main event, which perfectly backs up my last sentence about the timing of the show. Wait, hang on, I missed one. That felt really forced. They've had hardly any interaction for the last 2 years, and now they're besties. I don't like it. That was about Jordan and Masha. But I mean, they are besties if you go by, like, social
Oh,
Instagram.
for social media stuff. Yeah.
Like Instagram and stuff like that, which, I mean, I guess, but not everyone does. Like, that's a great example. Like Thompson isn't like, oh, they act like best friends or whatever. That's ridiculous. But
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I kind of get what he's saying though, because like they didn't really ever have much interaction on the show, but then we know different because of social media and I don't know, I don't know. It is.
No, it's funny. Like it's basically what people follow. So.
Well,
Whatever.
I think a lot of the problem too is there's hard to know what important filler is on the show. It's like I don't know. It just seems like sometimes it feels like they nail certain storylines and whatnot, and then other times I kind of get a little kind of like befuddled on what direction to go with something.
That is fair.
Fair.
Now, here's what I didn't like at all. Nemeth vs. Cardona as the main event for a show, and it lasted 13 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Although there was a lot of run-ins, and PCO came in, and was it just PCO? Yeah, I think it was just PCO. Nemeth picked up the win after Cardona was focused on PCO, which I hate. Can't Nemeth just beat fucking Cardona?
Well,
I
and then the fact
hate how this is this is an AEW thing where someone always has to be protected.
And the fact that Kazarian came down ringside on commentary too, that probably.
Yeah, and then he announced he's the
which I must
guest referee. Which I think that should be the biggest question on TNA fans' minds. How is he special guest referee? Yeah. I really don't think it was Santino. It doesn't make sense.
Oh no, and but I do like that they got Kazarian at ringside on commentary because it's.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. He's a great character.
Do anything with the water bottles this week, but
he's a great. And it's funny because I've been watching AEW more just because of the site, and they give so many people microphones that don't deserve them. Like they put people on commentary, like Mercedes. And it brings down Mercedes. Like the next day, you'll see people bashing Mercedes because they're doing the opposite of what WWE does. Like, you know what I mean? Like focus on the fucking positives. Mercedes can't talk. Mercedes can't fucking talk. She's making a fool out of herself every week. Or she can talk, but it's in that WWE diva kind of way, and it's just like everyone hates it, even AEW fans, like everyone. It just nothing about her works at all. She's not drawing. She's not drawing anything. She's making $100 zillion a year.
Yeah, so got like a 6-figure deal with.
You know what she's like? She's like a Martin Scorsese movie, and TNA is like the Terrifier.
Oh, what's that?
She's like that Scorsese movie, and TNA is like the Terrifier.
I talked to Jay.
Sorry. Yeah, sure. What's up, dude?
Look, I got a vampire.
Wow.
Yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it? Halloween.
I'm a little afraid of vampires, to be honest. They can suck your blood out.
Unless they're Twilight version.
The only vampire I have ever liked is a woman named Elvira, who is probably a little too old for you, buddy. Unless your dad has shown you an Elvira movie, maybe too young.
No. I have ever watched the movies, but back to the.
Clifton gave this a 7 out of 10. Fantastic match for the X Division title. Jesus, I guess I gotta watch that one again. Again, I'm so interested in this Kazarian thing. The Clear Shot Gauntlet, I feel like we already know who's in it. Everyone else who's not at Bound for Glory, like you can just go down the list, you can see, and then we'll probably get maybe some. That'll be interesting too. Maybe some NXT people.
Oh yeah. That's what I was.
Maybe some throwbacks like Amazing Red. Jesus.
Yeah, there you go. And like, only thing I don't like going into this Bound for Glory is it's looking less and less likely for the AJ thing we were hoping for.
Oh yeah, no, totally. And he got hurt really. I mean, he did get hurt. He got hurt really bad, I think.
And then like,
I think he's out again. This poor bastard.
I'm kind of thinking we're not going to get Tessa now.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just getting that feeling.
Oh no, I do too. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like this match is kind of too like obvious or too boring, and this match needs me and Robles. Now me and Robles already booked this as a bunch of mass knockouts, or one mass knockout appears and like attacks whatever. I mean, wouldn't that be cool? Mass knockouts, like only one of them unmasked or something. Then we're all thinking, oh shit, who are these other knockouts? Like, who doesn't like masked people?
You definitely need something to end
like
the show.
Like an Aces and Eight kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, kind of like to give you that hook to watch this Thursday. Like,
exactly, yeah.
That's missing in TNA a lot, and I think that's kind of why some fans.
And they used to do that a lot. Remember how they had the goddamn? Yeah. They were basically doing like post-show credits.
Well,
and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I'm like, yo, they're doing fucking.
I mean, for everybody that says that the Orlando shows was bad, they had the right to say that, but the fans and whatnot. But I always felt like something big was always going to happen. Like I remember Captain Spaulding from the House of a Thousand Corpses showing up in attendance there. I don't know, just different things. Ric Flair's limousine showing up backstage. Just different moments that like they can't like capture, and like they don't have any pyro or anything going on like to kind of make it feel like the old TNA. And I think they need to kind of open that kind of stuff up. I mean, even if it costs a little bit, the shot value is,
especially when they're in a place where they're sold out and shit. Like,
I
was watching AEW, and like they had pyro, and like there was like nobody there, and it looked so bad. Like, I don't know. But TNA's in a better situation. Like, and it's crazy to say, but just going by like where they've been taping, like TNA is not taping in ridiculously giant places where they look stupid like AEW has been, and they keep doing it.
I think you sent me the picture of Bloodline, and what would happen if Bloodline
that
was
was good. Yeah, that was really funny. Yeah.
And I put a comment. I go, not enough tarping.
Oh man, yeah. Somebody told us this is how SmackDown would have ended if it was an AEW show, and like somebody had a bag over the head, and there was a giant needle in one of it.
I gotta admit, it was pretty funny seeing the bag over.
That
over
was really...
his head, though. It's kind of funny, but
I mean, I don't hate it, but I mean, Jesus Christ, how many times can you go back to that well? Like, they keep doing the same shit now, where they're just like, all right, like, listen, if you're gonna put a bag over his head, finish the job.
Well, Jay, how many kids sit back and watch like that?
That too. And how many are gonna copy it and put a fucking bag over their friend's head?
Yeah, like I mean,
like I'm sorry, like that really. it triggered me. Like, it made me so angry at first, because that's exactly what I thought. We all watch all the time how everyone copies everything, and putting a fucking bag over someone's head was in a horror movie, and they don't even show that part in some countries. That's how fucked it is.
We're talking to a generation that thought it was digestive to eat Tide Pods, so
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true.
it's pretty
Whatever.
sad.
Whatever. We just need to talk to the old people and ignore this crazy young generation, except Robles. What's up, bro? Hope you're doing good. All right, that's it for this week. We almost hit an hour. Shit.
Wow.
Any other words from your kid?
You got any? Hey, Joey, you got any words for the TNA fan nation out there?
Yeah.
What? They watch TNA.
Okay.
Say it.
We're setting up Amateur for talking.
Yep. Say something about TNA.
TNA.
All right. Good job, buddy. Much better than our Fightful guests, who gave absolutely nothing to this podcast and will not be invited back. Gary, have a nice day, you and your son and everyone else listening. We'll see you after Bound for Glory.